Like, don't get me wrong, ranting about Call of Duty is fun. If the game deserves it, it's fun to be able to talk some shit about the franchise and the game. Ranting is therapeutic as well, because you're sitting at home, you're playing this game and you're upset about something, and it's nice to be able to have an audience that wants to listen to you, obviously trash the game. But other than just trashing the game, which can only be done for so long, and at this point now also in 2022 and YouTube's new terms of services and how it's not, how it used to be back in the day, which was better. Obviously nowadays censorship and everyone's got safe spaces and can't handle criticism or getting roasted. You can't really do anything like you could back in the day and come at other YouTubers or point out other people's mistakes or have a commentary or an opinion on other matters rather than just a video game. If it's other than a video game, you pretty much can't go after other people or point out their flaws or what your opinion of those people are. Otherwise, you're just going to get strikes and canceled. So being that type of YouTuber really isn't an option anymore. And if the game isn't bad, or at a certain point as well, you start becoming redundant and it starts becoming ridiculous if every single video you make is simply just trashing the game. After a certain point, people are like, yeah, we get it there, buddy. The game, you don't like it, it's not good, yet you continue to still play it. And you look like a hypocrite. People don't really care too much because, like I said, it's only a video game. But at a certain point, you can't really just keep beating a dead horse and making fun of the game. And so, that's cool. But I was looking around at other YouTube commentators and other content creators. I look at the content they make. And quite honestly, it's just whack. It's not good content. It's lame. I mean, it's almost all the same. Oh, this is the best gun that you could use. And this is going to get you the nukes. And this is the best setup. And then they just tell you about the setup for about 45 seconds to a minute or so. And they're like, okay, now watch me play the game. And that's one thing too, right? I mean, I'm just an old head. I'm getting old school here. I just ain't down with the kids anymore. Or perhaps maybe people nowadays just have a lower standard of entertainment. And I just can't get behind that. And that is the fact that people will watch other people just play a game with nothing them just playing the game, like Zlander or Twitch for that matter. Like, that's why I don't like streaming games, because I just find it like awkward to be sitting there playing a game with people watching you. Like, I'll give this an example. When I was a kid, the worst thing possible was when you go to the arcade. We didn't have video game consoles. We didn't have, I guess we had Nintendo when I was younger. But still, we liked to go to the video arcade because it was a social aspect with your friends. You get in your bikes and you ride to the arcade, or you ride to the mall and you play video games, and then all the other kids are there. And it's kind of actually a fun experience. It's like an in real life Discord, not like how now everyone stays at home and talks to people online. You actually get to see people in life, and in real life rather, and see your friends and play games. And the worst thing was like, you had to wait for your turn to play. Like, you didn't really enjoy watching other people play unless that person happens to be a very attractive lady, but there's no girls because girls don't play video games, and all those stats are made up in lies, and all they're based upon is mobile games. So if you play a mobile game, you're a girl, you count as a gamer, and that's what they use to try to push certain things. Like, there ain't any girls playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 except maybe 1 out of 1,000. There's a couple here and there. 99% of women aren't playing Call of Duty. Anyways, I digress. And so what you used to do back in the day is you have your quarter, and you used to put it up on the machine, and that would dictate who's next. So if you're waiting for your turn to play, there's a big line of quarters if it's a big game, and you have to sit there and wait for your turn. And then, you're sitting there and watch. And no one really likes to watch. It's like the worst thing. You're like waiting for your turn. And now that seems to be the point I finally got to here. The point is that now that seems to be what people do. I mean, there are a few people who make content that's watchable, sort of. I like that Hunters guy. Those people that make those montages are kind of entertaining, and those kind of funny montages. But even those get boring after a while because they're all sort of the same. They keep using the same green screen effects. They keep using the different types of voice over talking or whatever clips that are, recycled. But, then you got the people like Exclusive Ace, and you got, cinema! But, that's fine, but after a while, it's just, like I said, becomes redundant. So besides maybe watching a Blame Truth video or a 402 Thunder video, and even 402 Thunder now, right? He has sort of just changed the way he does. He doesn't do commentaries per much. I like watching his commentaries, but I don't want to watch him play the game and talk to people in voice chat and whatnot. It's not entertaining or fun to me. And the only other videos out there are people basically providing hints and tips to how to break the game, which has led as well into breaking the game and making the actual game itself not as much fun. And I've talked about this many times before in the past, because there's only so much things you can talk about when it comes to Call of Duty before you start to recycle your own content, which is the same thing every year too, right? Like every year I make the same video when Call of Duty comes out, and oh, this beta sucks, this beta's not good. Oh, hey, it's not too bad, it's actually fun, which is true. It's how I really feel, because I'm like manic that way, and that's how Call of Duty is, and that's why it's so popular, because one day you love it, one day you hate it. It's just most YouTubers have the common sense not to flip-flop back and forth all the time and try to, keep some kind of regular mindset in their Call of Duty videos, so they have some kind of theme on their channel. But I'm sure all these other people who make YouTube videos get really upset as well and get mad from day to day. They just don't have the idiot thinking method like me, and they go, I'm gonna upload a video and say this game sucks, and then the next day, I had a good day, I'm gonna make a video and say this game was fun, because that's what Call of Duty is. It's hate and love-hate relationship. I just happen to put that out there for everyone to see on a YouTube channel with, thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of people watching. But anyways, back to the point. My point is there's a few videos on YouTube, long story short. There's the hate videos, which are fun, but those will get redundant. I mean, how much can you hate a game, and how long can you carry that on for a YouTube channel and continue to be inspired to make that kind of content? You can't. You got to fake it. I'm not about faking it. You got the hints and tips videos. Some are good, like Exclusive Ace, who provides good hints and tips for the most part. Then you got the guys who provide the hints and tips on how to break the game and provide all this crap. But even then, to that point, they saturate the game and ruin it. But anyways, I'm not into watching those. Is the point I'm trying to get to. That's boring. That's great. Hint and tip done. Then I got to watch some doofus play the game for 15 minutes. No, I don't. I ain't even going to watch that stuff. And the point for me is that if the game's not something I can make fun of, which is not, because I'm enjoying Modern Warfare 2, and honestly it gets boring to make fun of the game. It's also not fun being in that negative headspace. And I'm not going to be some guy providing you hints and tips. That's not me at all. And I'm just getting older. And, I guess I'm going to still make Call of Duty videos. And, like I said, pointing out the cheaters. I did a couple videos on Nadia, a couple videos on Zlanner. But it's the same thing over and over again. Like, Nadia cheats, they cheat. Like, okay, but nothing happens. No one cares. There's no actual, like this Call of Shame guy. Like, I'm pretty sure female. I think it's a girl, actually. I'm pretty sure Call of Shame is a female from South Africa. She does fine. They do fine. Bad Boy Beeman, they do fine. That's their wheelhouse. They're pointing out all the cheaters. People watch it. I guess they enjoy it. But it's just boring. It's over. It's done. It's dusted. It's the same shit, right? It's like nothing actually is going to be done. No one has actually been fired or taken off the whitelist or kicked out of Activision. I mean, here and there, some blatant cheaters of no-name people or people of not that much importance get caught, and then they're like, oh, wow, like, great, like, who cares? Nadia, bigger than ever. Zlanner, bigger than ever. Doc playing with them. I don't know if they're cheating or not cheating. Maybe they're just really good at the game. Maybe they do have cheats. Anyways, it's undetectable. Who cares? You're never going to catch them. They're never going to get busted. Where am I falling into this? I'm going to still make some Call of Duty videos here and there because, obviously I enjoy talking about the game in certain aspects when there's something that actually fits my fancy. But I can't maintain this channel and continue to grow and try to upload videos every day if they're stuck into that kind of genre. I'm just, going to be me, basically. I mean, a lot of you already know who I am and what I do. I'm going to provide different content and try to keep moving forward and just try to do things I'm interested in and try to keep providing videos that are fun. Yeah, I just think, man, like the Call of Duty community is just really played out and boring, and the videos we watch and all the content is not good, and it's actually led to the downfall of Call of Duty. I think the point I was trying to get to before is that it's led to the downfall of Call of Duty by putting all those hints and tips videos in there and spamming the meta and just showing people how to be bastards, and there's just too much content and too many people watching and just too many people able to exploit what YouTubers tell you to exploit. And other than that, I don't know. I think that's all I got to say. I don't know what the hell I've been talking about half this video, but I hope you enjoyed it. Just going on a ramble, dude. I feel like Boogie2988 crying about something, man. But I'm out. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you enjoyed this video and like my content. Hit that like button. And last but not least, and most importantly, stay black. Question authority. Don't the honky cracker. Reptilian shape your ability. The moon base driver train came tells 9 11 just tell 7. There gross. It was fat. It was fake. I was a gay white man. Bring you down.